President Trump said Monday that he isn't negotiating directly with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer on another relief bill because they don't want to make a deal. Mr. Trump said at a White House press conference, "I know who I'm dealing with. I know Pelosi, I know Schumer very well. I don't need to meet with them to be turned down." Top administration officials have been talking with the Democrats about a new round of relief for unemployed workers, schools and health care personnel. The two sides are believed to be about $700 billion apart, with Democrats seeking at least $2 trillion in aid and Republicans offering about $1.3 trillion. The president said inviting the Democratic leaders to the White House for talks would only result in them lying to reporters later about what he said in negotiations. He said Democrats are holding up a deal to hurt his re-election prospects. He said, "They think if the country does as badly as possible, even though a lot of people are being hurt, that's good for the Democrats." The president pointed to the August unemployment report, which showed employers adding about 1.4 million jobs and the unemployment rate plummeting to 8.4%, as proof of the fastest economic recovery in United States history. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has said publicly that he and Mrs. Pelosi have agreed that the impasse won't result in a government shutdown when the fiscal year ends on September 30. President Trump said Monday that some top military brass probably don't support him, because they want to do nothing but fight wars, pushing back for a fifth straight day against a report that he disparaged United States war dead as losers. Mr. President said at a Labor Day press conference at the White House, "I'm not saying the military's in love with me. The soldiers are. The top people in the Pentagon probably aren't because they want to do nothing but fight wars, so all of those wonderful companies that make the bombs and make the planes and make everything else stay happy." The president was responding to a report in The Atlantic claiming that he didn't want to visit a United States military cemetery in France in 2018 and told aides that the casualties from World War I were suckers. President Trump again called the story a hoax. He pointed to a new report that Zach Fuentes, who was a top aide to former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, said he never heard the president use such language. But Mr. Kelly, a retired four-star Marine general, has been silent on the matter. So has retired Marine General James Mattis, who served as Secretary of Defense under President Trump. Asked about his well-known feuds with the late Senator John McCain, a Vietnam veteran and prisoner of war, the president said, "I've always been on the opposite side of John McCain. He wanted the endless wars, and I didn't." Mr. Trump said. And of course, he took the fake, dirty Steele dossier and gave it over to the FBI. "I didn't agree with him on a lot of things. The story is a hoax." A poll last week in Stars and Stripes showed that active-duty military personnel favor Democratic nominee Joseph R. Biden slightly over President Trump. That's a big shift from 2016, when the same publication's survey found Mr. Trump leading Hillary Clinton by 2 to 1 among active-duty military.